it. Did you ever wish that your favorite teacher could also be your neighbor?
Are you still trying to grow your hair out to Topanga length?
If you considered skipping an invitation to attend Yale to marry your high school boyfriend, you might have been inspired by the 1990s sitcom Boy Meets World, and we were too. Maybe. We'll see.
No.
Hi, I'm Katie.
And I am Danny, and you are listening to Generation in Between, a Xennial podcast where we remember, revisit, and sometimes relearn all kinds of things about being 80s kids and 90s teens. And sometimes we even rewatch things that are from both of those decades. And you're here on our next installment of our TGIF series. And we have been discussing some of the iconic shows from the Friday night block of TV on ABC. Mm-hmm. And today is
Boy Meets World, which entered the pop culture zeitgeist in 1993, and it ran until May 2000.
Listen, my apologies, audience, because I had to just channel my stepdad.
God.
Hold on, if y'all ever met him, he's always says this. My apologies. My apologies.
Really?
Just like that. Yeah.
That
Instead of I'm sorry.
Me of that chicken. Looney Tunes.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
I said that guy.
That's what. Yeah, I saw
God.
that chicken saying that.
He's a rooster, not a chicken.
Chickens
Chickens are female.
Oh, you're right.
Look at me knowing about farm animals.
If that is the hill you want to die on this evening.
What was his name? Oh, it's because he's a cartoon. That's why.
What was I gonna call? I don't remember his name.
Okay. Anyways, anyway, he always says my apologies. So anyway, my apologies, listeners, because whenever we talked about TGIF, our like intro episode, Katie says I'm at Boys Meets World, and I was like, I was too old for that show. I was absolutely not, because they graduated high school the same year as me.
I noticed that.
I do not know why I remembered the show being for kids younger than me.
I don't know why either. They were your age.
It just felt like, I don't know. I just missed it. I don't know.
Who knows? But we are recording in the evening.
Oh, God help us.
Because of a busy week and like mishaps with appliances and whatnot.
Adulting is a trick, everybody.
It's a trick. Don't do it. Cory, Topanga. Don't.
I'm just saying, if you ain't in the adult world yet, enjoy that for a little while. Do not rush it, because then you're going to have to get things like new hot water heaters, because bugs called mud daubers. Do you even know what these are?
No.
Girl, look them up.
Okay.
They are so annoying. They can infest. We have a tankless hot water heater. They can infest them.
That's what happened?
Fucked up the sensors. Uh-huh. Well, also we had a gas leak.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
I remember that. I said it's so serious.
I remember that gas leak.
I remember
Anyway, it sucks. Adulting. Stupid, dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Stupid, dumb, X. Big X. And actually, the show we watched for this week
I'm done with
was people like right up to getting up to adulthood, those final years before.
Yeah.
For the most part. Well, you kind of already said in the intro, but before we get started with the show background and the cast info that I have, and then we'll talk about the episodes we watched.
Okay. Which was a lot.
Which ended up being a lot. Yes.
But it's fine.
It was fine. And I did watch the sequel episode this time. Girl Meets World.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Sabrina Carpenter, though.
I about died. We'll get
love
there.
her.
I had no idea she was a kid actor.
Yeah, she was a
no
Disney kid.
idea.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
I know. Hard to believe.
She was past my time.
Oh, yes.
Obviously.
And me too. So did you like the show, Danny?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, some of the episodes were good. I appreciate, not good. Hold on. I think, I don't want to jump ahead, but obviously I don't remember watching this when it was on. I thought it came out like a generation after us. And I feel like younger kids watch. I don't know why. I was probably because I was watching things I wasn't supposed to be watching, but I watched dinosaurs and all that nonsense. So I don't know.
That's true. Cause that was around the same time.
I guess I just, I don't know. Maybe I watched it and I was like, I don't like this show. I remember it. Like, and I remember, the reruns were into syndication forever on Disney Channel or whatever. Like, I've seen it.
Right.
But I wasn't like a fan. Were you?
I get that. Sort of the same. Like, I do remember watching it. I think I mentioned this in our kickoff episode. My high school boyfriend loved Topanga.
Well, okay. Let's just clear that up now. A lot of people in our
loved
generation
Topanga.
love Topanga.
I hated how, as the seasons went on, her hair got straighter, though.
I know.
I didn't like that because I loved it like so crazy and curly at the beginning.
Well, Eurocentric beauty standards.
I know. Or whatever of the time of these trends. But so we would like watch it at his house, like after we did whatever, go to football games or whatever.
She said after we did whatever.
And I meant like go to football games. After, but before anyway. So yes.
That's funny.
So I remember watching it then, but I don't like remember watching it much of my own or in reruns. I enjoyed the episodes we watched. I like, not all of them, but I like a lot of the individual characters a lot.
You know who's my favorite? Well, I did have a crush on Ryder Strong back in the day.
Fair.
But you know who I feel like I like the most out of all the characters is Eric.
Is the brother.
He is fucking hilarious.
He was really funny.
And they have a podcast, him and Ryder Strong. Will Friedle is his name, right?
Will Friedle.
And what's Topanga's? Danielle Official. They have a podcast together, and I was listening to it, and he's still hilarious.
He's
like,
really funny.
He's really fun. He's funny in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, and then I realized as I was watching, I was like, oh my God, he looks like a kid I went to school with like my whole life, who was a friend of mine. And he was also hilarious and that same kind of like dry humor, like funny. And his name was Josh. I swear. I'll show you a picture. Totally reminded me of him.
That's wild.
Never put those two things together.
Yeah. I enjoyed him too. I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
I like the mom too. You didn't like her as much?
The parents fell flat for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I felt they were like better than other parents around that time on sitcoms. But
I
who
just didn't
knows?
really like this show.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
I get it. We'll get to it. We'll get to
I
it.
don't want to jump ahead.
Totally
I don't
fair.
want to jump ahead.
All right. Well, let's jump into Boy Meets World.
Nice transition.
Thanks.
That's
Thanks.
good. That's good.
I've had all day to think of it because we're recording at night.
And I was late, so
9 a.m. me can't come up with those things off the cuff.
the challenge for you tonight. Y'all remember back one time when Katie fell asleep when I was talking?
Except I'm talking, so
she can't fall asleep while she's
I can't.
talking.
You will know definitively if I fall asleep. It will be quiet or loud if I'm snoring. Okay.
Did you see? I posted that flashback in my personal social media the other day.
Yes.
Did you see? OP went, oh wow.
He was like, "Oh God," or something.
He was
yeah.
like, dang.
He's like, I even said, like, for some reason on the flashback, it hit me hard. I was like, what was actually happening?
Well,
Wow,
that was
my life?
right when. Well, that I know what it was. It was right when you were about to be done with that one job, and you just had opened the studio.
Mm-hmm.
You were literally not sleeping.
Literally not.
Yeah.
Not like now when I don't sleep, but it's like 4
Katie
hours.
never sleeps, guys.
4 hours. It was like 0 hours at that
Well,
point.
and also your stress level was like
It was.
so
I will
bad.
say, like, I was thinking about that today when I was at a venue my studio is renting, waiting for something to come get fixed. I was like, this is a cool problem to have.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
like sitting here waiting to fix something in this cool ass building that, like, we get to do stuff in. Like, yeah, there's a lot of challenges and things we have to figure out, but I mean, that's true of anything. Might as well be doing it
Well,
here.
look at you.
I know. I was just sitting there all by
Positivity.
myself. I was
Oh,
like-
that's what it was. It's because you're like, ah.
That's like giant building alone. And what's interesting is, so our family uses the Life 360 app.
Uh-huh.
And so I looked on there to actually see where my husband was because he was going to see his parents, and I wondered if he was leaving in time to pick someone up from school. And sometimes rather than just asking, you just look, has he left yet? And so I look, and it says where I am at the time in that building. And then it says my son is a block away. And I was like, what? So I text him. I'm like, you look like you're near me. I'm at this address. Come by if you want. It's the place my studio's rented because he hasn't been in there yet. And he's like, are you in the same building as, and he names this other business that's in the building. And apparently he was in there getting his hair cut. So he walks over. He walks over and he's like, hello? And I was like, come in. And he like looks around and he's like, this is sick. What's going on in here? And I was like, yes, well, he's like, are you guys moving in here? I'm like, no, just temporarily. He like walks down the whole building. He's like opening the bay door. He's like messing with the soundboard. I was like, yeah, he's like, I'm really proud of you.
Aww,
and it was really sweet because I'm looking
nice.
around and there's like scraps of costumes and like, I don't know, there's like nothing is put together yet.
Of course, yeah.
But he was like, this is super cool.
Aww.
Yeah. And he had just been next door.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So then we left.
I have a funny son story.
Oh, I want to hear.
Caden was on the Jumbotron at the FSU game last night.
Oh, that's so cute. Did you see him on TV?
Well, he was on TV. I didn't see it, but he texted Troy and I. Listen, I don't hear from him much.
Jumbotron is
but he's like,
text-worthy.
me and my frat brothers were just on the Jumbotron, and it's on TV. I mean, it's Florida State.
Yeah,
he's like,
on
at the
TV.
basketball game. I was like, what? I said, did y'all get a picture? Of course, I like have to see it. I was like, did you get a picture? He's like, well, all we got was this one. I'll show you later. And Caden's wearing like a basketball. I always say basketball tank top. That's incorrect.
It's just a jersey.
Okay, it's just a jersey.
Yeah.
Cooper's like, Mom, it's not a tank top. I'm like, I said, why is he always wearing tank tops?
He's in his basketball camisole at the game. You know.
Oh my god. Okay,
I
anyway.
gotta see that picture. That sounds awesome.
All right, what are we doing? Let's talk.
Okay, here we go. Boy Meets World. Let's keep going.
We're gonna go.
All right. It is for those who have never seen it. All right. Those who you all know the drill. We haven't actually had wine. We don't have any. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
And we're recording. Yeah, we're
Or
still
actually,
recording.
Maybe people will be like,
Yeah.
maybe you should.
Maybe you should. Okay. Boy Meets World is an American coming-of-age sitcom created by Michael Jacobs that centers on Cory Matthews, played by Ben Savage, and his friends and family as he progresses from childhood to adulthood. Episodes chronicle the everyday events of Cory's home and school life. His teacher and neighbor, George Feeney, played by William Daniels, delivers life lessons as Cory learns to cope with social and personal issues of adolescence.
You put on that like professional voice
I did.
real quick.
I'm auditioning for an audiobook narrator
I know.
right now.
You're hired for your own book.
So additionally, other characters on the show, his brother, Eric, played by Will Friedle, the younger sister, Morgan, played in younger years by Lily Nixay, and the parents, Amy, played by Betsy Randall, and Alan, played by William Russ, Shawn Hunter, his best friend, played by Ryder Strong, and of course his romantic interest, Topanga Lawrence, played by Danielle Fishel. And there's a few other people in later seasons. Their teacher, Mr. Turner, is played by Anthony Tyler Quinn.
Oh, I did like that guy.
Yeah, I liked him too. I swore he was on like a bunch of other stuff. I don't know why. But then when I like looked him up for this, he really wasn't.
I figured he was too.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Was he ever on Blossom?
I was thinking that, but no. And then I thought he was on ER. I don't know. Maybe we're thinking of someone else. Clearly, because it wasn't him. Also, Matthew Lawrence was on the show.
Yeah,
He played
I forgot
Jack
about
Hunter.
that.
I did too, till he popped in. And Trina McGee Davis, who was Angela. And then Rachel McGuire, who played Maitland Ward. I actually don't even remember
That was like in their later years.
Okay.
See, I remember bits and
she
things
was
about
the
it.
girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember.
In the last episode.
Yeah, who wanted to join the Peace Corps.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember her. All right, so the reason for Boy Meets World is the Walt Disney Company. The reason what? What are words, you guys? What are they? The Walt Disney Company commissioned the series for its youth-oriented TGIF programming.
Not this youth.
Not this youth over
I did
here.
not want that. I wanted
Not that
Balky
one.
and dinosaurs.
Well, Jacobs had previously produced Dinosaurs for the block and was asked to create another one for the 12 to 14-year-old audience. So,
which was us.
yeah, I guess that was
That
us.
was right us.
93, 94, yeah.
I was 13 in 1993.
Yeah, there you go. Ben Savage was under contract with the ABC at the time, and so Jacobs chose to include him as the central character, and it premiered on September 24th, 1993, and as I mentioned earlier, concluded May 2000. And it says, as a result of the aging cast, oh, God bless, and a shift in the network's programming directives, which we know from other TGIF, that's when kind of TGIF started to fall off a little.
I mean, kids don't stay young forever.
They don't. Aging, it's just funny the way they said it.
Aging.
They're 22. But, I mean, yes, they were no longer living at home.
Nobody their age is watching the show anymore.
I mean, after the graduation, the one we watched, there were still 2 more seasons. I mean, they
That's
followed
pretty
them
crazy.
for quite a while.
Dawson's Creek is like that too.
Yeah.
They had 2 seasons after.
That's true. So they made it happen. It did have strong ratings for the teenage demographic, not this teen. And then it was later syndicated on the Disney Channel. And several cast members were nominated for Young Artist Awards. And then Savage and Fishel reprised their roles as series regulars in the spinoff Girl Meets World.
That one made no sense.
And it aired from 2014 to 2017.
Okay, I hope the writing got better.
Because that's 3 seasons or 4 seasons, depending when it started.
It made no sense, that episode we watched. And we'll talk about it when we get there. I had to quit paying attention. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
Yeah, we only watched the one, thankfully.
I mean.
Did you even finish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was not paying fully attention.
Yeah.
But I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And this is terrible.
Also, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the show inspired lifelong friendships between some
yes.
of the cast members. Danielle Fishel, Will Friedle, and Ryder Strong do co-host Pod Meets World. They have over 570 episodes.
I know.
But I noticed, like, when we went to find the ones we listened to, or the one we listened to, that they come out several times a week.
Yeah, and they've been doing it for a while.
They have. And there's variations of it. So I think it kind of started as a rewatch, but then like the one we listened to wasn't a rewatch. So they have other people on the show. And then it sounds like Danielle Fishel has like a spinoff of it called Teen Beat where she talks about different stuff. So anyway, that's a lot of episodes. One day. Okay, so I have like a few random facts. I don't know. I tried to put them with the cast members if they made sense. But here's a few that didn't go anywhere that made sense.
That's how my brain works.
Fun fact. Okay, so the show had something called a death chair. Sort of.
That's your first fun fact?
No one actually died.
Wait a minute.
No one died.
Katie said, here's a fun fact. There was a death chair.
There was.
Rejoice.
Rejoice, everyone.
Okay,
and now
explain.
I'm going to tell you why. In season 1, producers tried adding various friends to Cory and Shawn's duo, but it seemed like any actor who sat in a specific cafeteria chair would never come back.
That kid with the bowl cut in the first episode.
And he had lines and everything. He was in like 2 scenes. Never came back, the kid with the bowl cut, Rip, because he was in the death chair.
His name was Rip. I was like, why was his name Rip?
No. So the cast started calling it the death chair.
Oh.
Imagine it being your first time being on.
And what if you're like, fuck no, I'm in
like,
that seat.
I'll stand. I'll just go over here. And I have a little more about this with Topanga, but Danielle Fishel was originally just supposed to be a guest star.
I heard about this today. I listened to that episode our friend told us to watch. I mean, listen to.
It was really good.
Did you listen to it?
Most of it. I ran out of
long.
time. It was long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
She was supposed to be just Fish Girl or something.
Yeah. And then she ended up obviously being so popular that they kept her as a series regular till the end of the series.
Well, she wasn't Topanga.
Topanga.
She wasn't Topanga at first, but the girl who was not working out.
Yeah.
So they like tried to coach her through that, and they were like, let's try. So it was her and another little girl that were just like playing like other little friends, and they had them both read on set. Okay. Also, we'll get there, but it was interesting to hear about Michael Jacobs. He was kind of an asshole, guys.
Yeah, he was.
So
we'll get there. And then that iconic jacket that Ryder Strong wore, Shawn's leather jacket, he wore it like...
That's an iconic jacket?
Well, he wore it basically the whole series.
I did not ever realize that.
Not every single scene.
Was it supposed to be like the Fonz or something?
Must have been. But he kept it. He still has it.
Aw.
I know. That's so fun. I love it. All right. Let's talk about the cast. And we'll have some little tidbits as we go.
Yay. I hope... Katie's like, fun fact, death chair. Let's see.
Who knows what's around
I
the
don't
corner?
know. Let's see.
If that's my first fun fact, who knows?
Who knows?
Well, we have to start with Ben Savage.
I know.
We just have to. Who played Cory Matthews. Xennial, born September 13th, 1980 in Chicago. And many of us know
Wow, he's like almost my exact age. He is my exact age.
Yeah.
We're just
a little bit older than you.
He's just 2 months older than me. Yeah.
Yeah, because your birthday's in November. Yeah. I was like, wait.
I know.
Math. Yes. Yeah, 2 months away.
That's so crazy because I always thought he was so much younger than me.
Girl, how old did you think you were when you were a child?
There is no telling. And now I like think I'm way younger, or I was aging myself a whole year, so that sucks. But
so you were trying to be older.
Girl, I don't be on. Because you know what? I had a crush on his older brother.
Well, yeah.
See?
Fred.
And so maybe that's why I thought he was younger. And he was little for a while.
He was.
He was tiny.
Weren't you?
Yeah, no. I'm saying maybe that's why I thought he was younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like I'm some monstrous tall person, but like
you're like he was little.
I'm not judging him.
I mean, that's me. Oh, he's small. I say that a lot. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I am short, but I have tall energy. Don't you agree?
Oh, definitely. My eyes just got huge when I answered that question.
I don't know if that's a compliment the way she said it. She was like, oh.
No, you know what? Like you have those mugs that you shared the other day online that are
oh yes,
like main character energy, back row bitch.
I got both.
One.
Got both.
You need tall person energy.
I know.
That's a different one. That can go with either of the other.
I
mugs,
need that.
Though.
You know, a lot of short people are that way. I was talking to somebody
sure.
else who's short the other day, and she was like, I always felt like that. I'm like, but maybe that's because we have to be.
It's like my little dog Annie.
Yeah.
She wants you to think she's a Doberman, and she will let you know.
Yeah.
So there you go. You're like my dog.
Thanks.
I found a way to tie it into dogs.
Okay, so
I'm
Ben
old.
Savage.
Here we go, Ben. And yes, his older brother Fred Savage is well known for The Wonder Years and several other things. So Ben Savage made his film debut when he was 9 in his older brother's movie Little Monsters.
I was about to say, I knew that.
Yes.
We gotta watch that.
And he was also in the feature film Big Girls Don't Cry. They Get Even.
Oh yeah.
1992, he was the brainy little brother. And then he was it just says, as a 10-year-old in Clifford. I think it's Clifford, the movie.
The dog?
Yeah. In 1994.
The big red dog?
The big red dog.
It was just wait, did they do a live action Clifford? How'd they do that?
They must not have. I wonder if he was the voice.
Did they do a CGI situation?
In 94?
I mean, you did the research.
It's a dog. I should know. Okay, moving on.
Whatever.
I'll figure it out.
It doesn't matter.
He also was a stage actor. He performed in the Laughter Epidemic at the Pasadena Playhouse and then guest starred on The Wonder Years in the season 3 episode, The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. He was a Cupid-esque character named Curtis.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
That's adorable. That's so adorable. And then his first significant speaking role on television was the recurring role of Matthew, who was the son of Judd Hirsch's character on the comedy series Dear John in 1988.
I remember that show.
Mm-hmm. And then he was one of a family of orphans who conned Robert Mitchum into being their guardian in A Family for Joe.
I don't remember that.
That was an NBC show in 1990. I don't remember that one either. And then he's most known for Cory Matthews, Boy Meets World. And then when Boy Meets World ended, he actually stopped acting for a while and went to Stanford, where he got a degree in political science and became a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity. Yes, he did. And he interned for Arlen Specter.
I don't know what that is.
It's a senator. Have you never heard of Senator Specter?
Obviously not.
I guess not. He's a California senator and he's a Republican.
Well, there you go.
He's not from California. He's from Pennsylvania. He's from Pennsylvania.
We are on.
You don't know who it is? He's from California. Pennsylvania is what I meant to say.
We are operating on all 4 cylinders today.
So he's kind of done a few things here and there. He's done TV guest spots.
Wait, he was an intern for a Republican senator, but I thought he was very like. She's nodding her head. They can't hear you. Shaking her head.
No. I believe he's known for being Republican.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe. What about his brother?
Same.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm thinking of the wrong person. That's wild. Mm-hmm. I mean, why? I don't know. It just is to me.
I don't know why either. But I mean, yes, it is. And, he was on a few other TV shows and guest spots until he and Fischel signed for the sequel series Girl Meets World, which, as we mentioned, went from 2014 to 2017. But he hasn't really done much else. And isn't as well liked by his castmates.
Yeah. Is that one of the reasons?
I probably.
Okay. Because they're pretty outspoken, it seems, on their podcast.
Outspoken. Yeah. So Anthony, our friend, who has listened to a lot of that podcast, did say they kind of just skirted around the issue of Ben for a while. And now they really don't.
Now they don't say anything.
Now they're more like...
Oh, now they are saying.
A little more like,
well,
that
because
guy.
We're living in a time where there's some new shit every day.
Trying to be above it for a while.
But now you just,
after 570 episodes or whatever, after a while, it's just you can't really keep that up anymore if you're not really friends and you don't really like that person.
Well, and also if you are very, very in opposition of important things.
Right.
You can't stay silent no more, guys. No. Neutrality is siding with the oppressor.
Yes.
Damn.
That.
So good for them for being
being
opening up and being honest about that.
Good for them. All right. So then let's talk about Ryder Strong, who you had a crush on.
I did. I had a crush on lots of people. I feel like every episode, I had a crush on Balky. Well, I had a crush on them.
I still can't get over you having a crush on Balky.
It makes so much sense.
I don't. Does it?
Katie. Yes. How can you not?
I like Balky, but I don't know that he's an attractive person. What?
I need the outrage.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
All right. Well, at
you don't think so?
At Katie, if you're mad about this.
I mean, I don't know what he looks like nowadays, but
probably the same.
Well, no, sometimes we be changing. I don't look the same as I did when I was watching Perfect Strangers. Thank God.
Me too. Thank God.
Thank God.
Oh no.
But also, yeah, he was funny and attractive, and he was nice. My sister-in-law, Melinda, was like, remember, I put a little clip on there that I had a crush on him, and I said he was attractive and he was funny, and I love funny people. And she said, and he was nice, and I'm like, that's true. He was very kind.
Nice. He was very kind.
So look, winner, winner, chicken dinner, 3 things.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I just mean you're making it a very rational crush. You're crushes are just.
Well, he's a fictional character.
That's true.
We talked about
learn the actual.
I'm not. I didn't say I had a crush on Bronson Pinchot. I said I had a crush on Balky.
And maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That the actor.
Oh well, he is problematic.
Well, also just I didn't have a crush on him in general.
Katie has a hard time separating reality from fiction.
I do. It's horrible.
That's why you don't like cartoons.
Why?
Because it's all fiction. Even the characters.
That's true. Because
are not real people playing.
It's a real person walking around. That might be why. That's why I didn't like dinosaurs.
But to be fair, there were people inside.
Yeah, but they're not the ones engaging you and doing the storytelling.
Well, they are with their body.
That's true. Didn't like dinosaurs.
I know. You don't have to like
happening.
It.
Okay. So Ryder Strong, who Danny had a crush on.
I did.
Also a Xennial.
You did not?
I don't remember having a crush on him.
That means no. You would remember.
I can see the appeal. I think he was supposed to be the heartthrob of the show.
See, I think maybe it was Eric who was supposed to be the heartthrob.
I did think Eric was cute.
I mean, he was.
Yeah.
I had a thing too. It's weird. I had crushes. Were you a Dylan or a Brandon person from 90210?
Dylan.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And I was Pacey. You were Dawson. Mm-hmm. I always liked the sidekick best friend.
That's fair.
Had a little bit edge.
That actually makes sense. And they're usually funny.
And then I married completely opposite of that. So.
You did. In real life. Yeah, you did.
But that's what happens because you have your fiction fantasy world and then you have your real life reality.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to marry a Dylan.
I mean, someone would.
Well, true.
Well, not us. Okay. Ryder Strong, also a Xennial, December 11th, 1979. So he was a year older.
He's older.
Yeah. He is an actor, producer, director, and screenwriter. In addition to Boy Meets World, he was on Girl Meets World also. He wasn't in the episode we watched, though. That would have made it better. He also headlined the cult classic Cabin Fever.
Yes.
In 2002.
I forgot he was in that. Okay, we got to rewatch that.
And then he also co-directed an independent film called Irish Twins with his brother Shiloh.
Okay, they have fun names.
They do. Ryder and Shiloh. That's cool.
Those are fun names.
He also provided voices in Kim Possible and the Kim Possible movie.
Kim Possible.
And in Star versus the Forces of Evil, which apparently was on from 2015 to 2019.
What?
I don't even know what that is. Help. He was Tom Lucitor.
It's your research.
Danny, don't help. Other people help.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
What is it called again?
Star versus the Forces of Evil.
All right, I don't know that.
Sounds like, I mean, it's a voice, so it's animated.
Oh, I missed the part that it was a voice.
It's a voice, yeah. So he was voices for the Kim Possible and then that show.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Breaking
then
news.
He was in 2015, so this feels kind of late in the game. He was honored with the Young Artist Former Child Star. I'm not done. Lifetime Achievement Award.
Who does that award?
I don't think it's like the Emmys or anything.
Emmys?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. And he's one of the hosts of Pod Meets World. Okay, let me say that again. Young Artist, Former Child Star, Lifetime Achievement Award.
Ooh, that's a lot of words. How'd they
Actually,
fit that on a trophy?
Is it the Young Artist like organization maybe that gives it out? I don't know.
Why do you keep asking questions when you're the one who literally found this information?
Why did I not? I guess I just assumed it was like a real award. And then when I read it out
What
loud.
do you mean? Of course it's a real award.
I mean, I hope so. Poor guy. Oh, gosh.
We just don't know who gave the award. I was just curious.
We don't know. All
Because,
right.
I mean, if we're just going to start making up awards, I'm going to name myself something.
Me too. I'm happy to.
Podcaster of the Year in Brevard County Award.
Podcaster of the Year who used to be 25. Lifetime Achievement Award in Brevard County.
That records in Satellite Beach.
On South. No, don't we?
Is that where we are?
Yeah, we're in Satellite Beach. I almost said our address, but I probably shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't tell you where we are, listeners. Okay. Topanga Lawrence Danielle Fishel. She was born May 5th, day after my birthday, but a year earlier, 1981. And she's an American actress and director. She actually started in community theater, but she made her screen debut with guest roles on Full House in 1992 and Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh my God. I love that movie. Have you ever seen it?
Is it a movie or
It's
a
a
show?
movie. Well, they may have made a show, but it was a movie.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you would hate it so much. We have to watch it. It's so stupid. It's like this family. I remember going to see this at the theater. This family goes on vacation and they like hit a Bigfoot character and then he comes to live with them. They like take care of him and stuff.
What?
It's so good.
Okay.
I want to say the dad was John Lithgow. Is that wrong? Am I remembering that wrong? I don't know. We won't look it up right now. But Harry and the Hendersons is a Xennial
All right. We might have to watch it.
movie.
And we can spot Topanga in it. We can look for
I
her.
didn't realize she was in that.
It
Well,
said she was
but
a guest star, so she might
they
have
must
just
have made
been-
a TV show. How the hell did they make a TV show out of that?
I don't know. I feel
guess
like they did.
Okay. Well,
But I don't
anyway,
know.
that movie was bomber.
All right. So she obviously was on Boy Meets World and then Girl Meets World. And she did receive a Young Star Award in 1998 for the role. And so her name, Topanga, came because producer Michael Jacobs was stuck in traffic on the Topanga Canyon Freeway.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And that's where he came up with the name.
I mean,
I know. So I guess if you're from that area and you heard that, that's probably what you would think of. But for
well, in the
everybody
show,
else,
her parents were like hippies or whatever.
yeah.
So
Yeah, she's like, I'm a vegetarian. Not that, vegetarians are so.
well, she also was like
outlandish.
into like she said her
their
parents.
auras and the different like
Yeah.
crystals and stuff. Yeah. And she brought him whatever that was when he said he had the flu.
Oh yeah.
Some kind of interesting soup. Yeah.
Well, that was in the first episode. Did they remain like that?
I feel like as it went on, it didn't. She was very type A.
Because then at the end, on the last episode where she tells Mr. Feeney, like, you were more of a dad to me than mine was and stuff. So I don't know.
That was weird. I feel like, obviously, we didn't watch the whole series, so we missed something. So after Boy Meets World, she was in a bunch of films. She was in the 2000 comedy Long Shot. And then she acted in National Lampoon Presents Dorm Days.
Oh, yeah, they have tons of those.
Tons of them. And she was in The Chosen One. These are later, 2007. And The Boiling Pot. Never heard of it. 2015. I'm like, is that what it's called? You're like, I don't know, Katie. All right. She also made her directorial debut in 2016 with episodes of Girl Meets World, which we didn't like, but that's okay. But she's since directed episodes of other series, including Raven's Home, Coop and Cammy Ask the World, Sydney to the Max, and Just Roll With It.
Don't know what any of that means.
Me either. I think Raven's Home is the Raven Simone show.
No, that was That's So Raven.
But I think it's like the sequel to that.
Oh.
I think. And then she was also a host, this is fun, of the Style Network show The Dish from 2008 to 2011.
For those of y'all who aren't watching us on YouTube, Katie had to throw in a little neck there.
Style Network.
What is that? What is that for? Like, what does The Dish do?
I thought it was
like
almost like
is it
like
the
a fashion
Soup
police
on E?
Kind of like
Talk Soup?
celebrity chat and have guests on and stuff like that. And then she's a resident reporter on Pop Sugar and on their spin-off YouTube channel, Pop Sugar Girls Guide.
Okay.
And then just last year, she was a contestant on Dancing with the Stars.
That's right.
She came in 8th.
Aw.
I know. But that's not bad.
Was she good?
I thought she was pretty good.
I don't watch that show.
I don't watch it either, but I just remember her like dances popping in my feed.
I want to go on that show.
Yeah, you'd be good on that show.
I need to. I mean, I'm not a star, so
I mean that's
my day
the
is done.
only issue.
That's the only problem. That's the only reason why I'm not on Dancing with the Stars, guys.
Yes.
Other than that, on it.
Yes, I think you'd be great. Maybe you'll become a star from this podcast.
And I'll be like 75.
Look, I follow this lady, Kim Hale.
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
I love her. She's so great.
She's not 80, but she's like...
No, she's in her 50s.
In her late 50s, I think. She's amazing.
I know.
Wow.
Well, I can't dance like that, girl. She's like a professional dancer.
But even some of the stuff she posted, even from like during the pandemic, 2020, 2021, she was still like rusty and getting back into it.
She's inspired. Let me tell you what, though. Cooper was watching Titanic yesterday.
Okay.
He started watching it this weekend, then it was, it's like so long. Mm-hmm. This makes sense. Hold on. Just wait.
Waiting.
And he was watching, it was like almost over when I got home from my tap class last night. And I was sitting there remembering how much I love that movie. Mm-hmm. And it was so good. But also I remember thinking the old lady that's in it, mm-hmm. I'm like, you can still be an actor and be in some amazing movie that is iconic mm-hmm. when you are whatever age she was. Now they aged her a lot, but she was older.
I saw something about her recently that she was an actress in the 20s.
Yeah.
Like in like silent films and then came up through like when films were no longer silent and basically had done something every decade or whatever and had taken a break. Maybe hadn't been in anything for like 20 years or something and then got cast in that one.
Never too late, guys.
And didn't she win awards for that? I feel like she was nominated for like a Golden Globe or an Oscar for supporting actress or something like that. Or featured actress.
I don't remember.
I don't know either. But even if she wasn't, that's still pretty cool.
But anyway, I was thinking about that last night when I saw her. I was like, that's right.
It's true, though.
It is true.
It really is. You just never know, and you just keep working at it. And even if, like the way I see it, I'm just full of wisdom today after sitting in my empty building for a while alone. I'm refreshed, everyone. I am refreshed. My perspectives are positive this evening. But I always feel like, especially as like a young actor, it's after, and even as a young writer, it was always like chasing the thing.
Yeah.
Like wanting to be famous, wanting to be award winning or best selling or whatever. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, sure. Like never say never, but also I just enjoy those things.
Right. Well, your perspective on why you do it changes.
It does.
Especially when you go through a time where you don't get to do it.
Yes.
Right. Which we both have experienced.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
For lots of different things. Mm-hmm. So once you can do it and you know that it's fleeting that anything could happen at any time where you couldn't do it again. You know what? Our friend Victoria said something that I loved so much, and I think about it all the time. So when we did Christmas Carol the second time, her and I had both been in the show before. You were with us the first time we were in it. But Katie be too busy to be in it the second time, and that's fine. So she's like, I'm not gonna be able to do this in 2 more years because her daughter will be a senior, which is why one of the reasons why Katie couldn't do it again this time. And so she said our last show after we were done with bows, she said, I just kept telling myself, feel your feet on stage right now. Remember your feet standing here right now.
I love that.
And I thought that was so profound of something to tell yourself in the moment to remember. Like,
whatever
remember how this feels. Remember your feet on the stage and whatever else. And I was like, dang, I think about it all the time.
I love that.
I know,
That's
right?
so awesome.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, that's so true of like anything. Like I had a moment like that. I love that exact tangible thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Our family just went out to dinner with my in-laws, and then my son wasn't sure if he could come, but long story short, we were all there, plus my in-laws, plus my mother-in-law's brothers visiting. That's why we all went out to dinner. So there were 11 of us.
What?
Yeah, and we went to hibachi.
Wow.
Yeah, which was fun. But usually, like, I kind of sit by my youngest because she likes it, but she's a little nervous with the fire. It's just a lot sensory-wise. So I was going to position myself between kids, but my kids all just sat together.
Aw.
And my littlest was on the end, so I sat by her. But then, and then like my husband, and anyway, there were just a couple of times. My kids were just like, all 5 of them having
in
so
a little
much
line.
fun
together.
And it kind of like curved, so they like my son could like see everybody. And at one point, my one daughter, she was cracking everyone up. Erin, she was just on stand-up comedian fire last night. She caught a shrimp in her mouth when the guy threw it.
I've never seen somebody do that.
She did it. Well, there's a point of contention because we have video, but Tegan zoomed in so much that it's like I can't post that anywhere. But and she jumps up and just starts dancing like around the restaurant, and everyone's just like cracking up.
That is hilarious.
And I had that moment where I was like,
this is a moment.
This is just really nice.
Yeah, just remember
we're all
it.
here, we're laughing, and like we've got older people here, we've got kids who aren't at college yet, or my son who is but still home. Like this configuration of people is maybe not gonna happen a whole bunch more.
Yeah.
Or everyone's in a good mood and everyone feels
true.
good. And
like everyone's
here
happy at the same time.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
And it did make me just kind of go, this is so cool. This is so enjoyable. So anyway, all that to say, I don't know how we got to that. Oh, we're just talking about her. Oh, you mean on Dancing with the Stars?
Yes.
That's how this all started.
Wow. This episode's everywhere.
Everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Well,
yeah. Well, no, it's a lot of places.
That's a lot of places. So now we're going to take it. I was just talking about the 20s. Well, let's talk about William Daniels, who played
Well, look at that transition. A little bit rocky there.
A little rough. And we were talking about the 20s like 5 minutes ago
like,
now.
What?
Mr. George Feeney.
Yes.
And he was born in 1927.
He's still alive.
He is still
He
alive.
did a little cameo on Dancing with the Stars. I saw that clip on
Is he still alive though?
But I thought I saw she brought him out and he was like sitting in the thing.
Yeah, I think he is still alive. Yeah.
Remember, do you know what I'm talking about?
He's almost 100 years old.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Wow, this man. So before he was on Boy Meets World, I almost said before he was on Dancing with the Stars last year. Let me try that again. Before he was on Boy Meets World, he was Mark Craig on the drama series St. Elsewhere, and he actually won 2 Emmy Awards for that role.
Nice.
And then he was the voice of Kit, the car.
Yeah.
I
forgot about that.
Yeah. And then he was on Boy Meets World. He actually earned 4 People's Choice Award nominations for that role.
He's a good actor.
And then he reprised the Knight Rider role in the sequel TV movie, Knight Rider 2000. And he was on Girl Meets World. And then he was Carter Nash in Captain Nice.
Katie, your face is killing me today. Everything she says, she's like confused. Like, it's like every actor she said, she's like, he was on, and her brow furrows, and it's like, you literally just typed this.
I did with my little fingers.
She's like, he was on what? He got an award from where? He was a senator's helper. I don't think they're called that. Not a senator helper, intern.
An intern.
Which basically, that's what it is.
That is what it is. All right. So he actually originally turned down the role of Mr. Feeney. He said it was too small. What? That's true. And I knew that one. I said that one confidently.
I know, she did. She did.
I was like, I know this one to be true.
It's true. Like I know.
But they looped back to him, and a couple things I read said that they just kind of like offered him. I don't know if it was contractual or just spoken.
Oh, he said it's too, he said it's too small. I mean, that's valid.
That's valid. I mean, he'd done all this stuff, and he was older at the time then too. So
he was at the point in his career where he could be like, I ain't got time for that.
That's right. He was on film too. He was Mr. Braddock in The Graduate. He was in Two for the Road, and John Adams in the musical film 1776.
John Adams.
And he was president of the Screen Actors Guild from 1999 to 2001. And he actually led the union's efforts in the 2000 commercial actors strike.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
you missed my Hamilton
he's out
joke.
there. No, I knew it.
Oh, but why'd
John
you do
Adams?
Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sit down, you fat. That one?
What?
That's what he says.
No, I'm talking about when King George says it.
Oh.
John Adams.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the part where Hamilton is talking about him. John Adams, sit down, you fat. Nope. That's in Hamilton.
Oh,
too.
yeah. No.
But you're talking about John Adams.
I was being King George. That's
I
fine.
know him.
There. Okay.
There we go. What does he say? I know him. This can't be.
I don't
that
know.
Little guy
Don't
who
ask
talked
me
to
words.
me.
John
Definitely
Adams.
got a couple.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Da 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 da. All right, let's go.
Oh, I started dancing.
Sorry.
Okay.
Da, da, da.
All right. That's really it on him. Will
right.
Friedel, Eric, the brother, 76. So,
Troy's age.
yeah, he's Troy's age. Congratulations. You're still alive.
Oh my
right.
God. Jeez.
I just really going all in tonight. Here we go, guys.
Did you eat fruity candy?
I did eat Starburst.
I knew it.
They're those Starburst minis. They're like gummies.
Yeah,
They're
fruity
really good.
candy does weird things.
They're really good. Because I went and bought a bunch of Nerds.
Did you bring? You didn't buy no chocolate candy?
No.
Oh,
The Nerds aren't here.
I was like, she went and bought herself candy.
No. I went and bought a bunch of Nerds and took them to the venue.
Oh.
And I left a note saying it's for the hot nerds because it's the show we're doing.
Oh, okay.
And
It's
the
like an
building
inside
was
joke.
super hot last night.
Oh, got you.
So I put like hot nerds. Here's a gift.
Oh, that's
Hopefully.
funny.
Also, the AC is working now. And so while I was getting all the Nerds, I got myself some Starburst gummies.
Okay.
But this was at like 10 o'clock this morning.
Oh, well.
But I ate them now. I bought them
Oh,
at 10. Yeah.
okay, Katie. Well,
Let's keep going.
okay. I understand what
right.
you're throwing down.
Okay. So, yes, he was Eric Matthews in animation. So maybe this is why you like him too. His first voice acting role was Terry McGinnis and Batman in Batman Beyond in 1999.
Oh, fun.
He also was a voice in Kim Possible. He was Ron Stoppable.
Oh, Ron Stoppable.
Yeah.
Let's go.
From 2002 to 2007. Doyle Blackwell. I'm asking it as a question again. The Secret Saturdays.
Oh, that is.
And then he was Blue Beetle in Batman, The Brave and the Bold. Never heard of it. Lion-O in the reboot of the Thundercats.
Is this? They did a reboot of Thundercats?
That's what it says
Oh
in
my
2011.
God. Let's
Bumblebee and Transformers.
Well, I'm
Did you watch
excited
those?
about that.
I love Transformers.
You do?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
I do. I like
Are
Transformers.
you a
lot.
Shia LaBeouf fan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf.
All right.
And he was Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, he was not.
That's
the cartoon.
The voice.
In a
Yeah.
cartoon. I
In a
was like, he
cartoon.
is not Star-Lord. That is what's his face.
Yeah. Who
Chris
is it?
Pratt.
Oh, yeah, Chris Pratt. No, the voice from 2015 to 2019.
All right.
And then Kashaw Vesh, the Legend of Vox Machina. Never heard of that one.
I don't.
Anyway, he's done a lot of voice acting.
Okay.
But that's kind of it for him.
I'm glad you listed his whole entire voice acting resume just to get
I
that
don't know why
way
I did that. But I got to tell everyone I like Transformers. So that was
That
good.
is, I mean, that was good. That's a good little Katie nugget that
All
we
right,
did not,
then now we
that we
know.
not see coming.
The mystery thickens.
I know.
Of why I like anything ever.
That
or
is
hate
valid.
things.
I know.
Okay. Lily Nixay was Morgan, the younger sister. She's known for that role. And then she was in the season 3 finale of Girl Meets World. She was raised in Los Angeles. Makes sense. She received her Screen Actors Guild card when she was 4. Yep. But she ended up, after being on TV and once she was of age, she graduated from the University of St. Andrews in Scotland.
Wow.
With a Master's of Arts degree in Latin and Ancient Greek.
Damn.
Little
Go,
smarty.
girl. Did you hear on the podcast episode that we listened to where they talked to David, whatever his face is? He was the director on like a couple seasons. Mm-hmm. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he said, did you hear the story he told about her? So I guess she didn't like she didn't like acting or didn't like being on the show, which now that we heard that about a little bit about Michael Jacobs and how he's an asshole and not really great with kids. He said he came out to tell the audience one time when they were filming, oh, we just got news that we're renewed for another season. And she started crying and she said, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, God bless.
And she was like 6. See, this is why I have such weird
your
feelings.
sign.
I know. I just,
Yeah. And some 6-year-olds love it.
yeah.
Yeah, but man. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of info on them, but I did want to mention Betsy Randall, who played Amy. She was born in 1955. She was also on 7 episodes of Home Improvement, and then she guest starred on a few other things.
She looks familiar.
I thought that too, and I was like, do I just know her from this or something else? And then Alan, played by William Russ, born in 1950. He was Alan Matthews on the show, obviously. And then he was on the television series Wise Guy, but then he was also a soap opera star. He was on Another World and The Young and the Restless.
That's right.
He looks like a soap opera star.
2 soaps that my grandma watched.
Yeah. And then he was in The Right Stuff in 1983.
He was? Who was he in that?
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Troy
I like
loves that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Pastime in 1990 and American History X in 1998. Yeah, so pretty good. And then I just wrote down Anthony Tyler Quinn for Jonathan Turner, the teacher.
And then she has nothing after that.
There's nothing. He was on the show and that was it.
Period.
Like I think it did say he was like married and has a kid, but
So how many seasons was that little girl, the sister? And then there was another one that came
there was
in.
another one. So I think she was the first 3 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously I guess she came back for Girl Meets World for some reason.
All right.
So there wasn't a whole lot of drama around the cast members specifically. A little bit with Ben Savage, not as much as his brother. But I did look up some other pieces of drama surrounding everything. So the first one is Michael Jacobs, which we did hear about in the podcast episode we listened to, but I looked up a little more on it. So in that episode we listened to, the 2022 episode of Pod Meets World, Danielle Fishel revealed an uncomfortable experience with Jacobs that first day being on set. She was only 12.
Yeah.
Right. So she basically said he was very condescending to her and spoke down to her and basically said, I have so many notes to give you that I'm going to give everyone else their notes first or they'll be here all night. Which, I don't know. I could hear in my head, like, directors saying that, but she is, like,
She's
12.
and that's a power play.
Yeah.
That is definitely a power play. And they say that in the episode.
Yeah, they do.
And then when he finally did talk to her with her mom, her mom was there.
Of course.
He was like, you have to get this right tomorrow or you won't be here. She had 1 day.
Yeah. I just can't imagine the show without her. I feel like
Well, she was the only girl.
She's the only girl.
Well, that was on there the whole time besides the mom.
Besides the mom, yeah. She, like, I don't think it would have been on as many seasons without her. And without the her and Cory storyline.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think they would have run out of stuff. But maybe not. But yeah. And then what else did I say about that? I kind of wrote all that out. So Ryder Strong then has called Jacobs a Wizard of Oz type character. That he was kind of behind the scenes, pulling the strings. And a quote he said is, "The way Michael is, he would maintain an omniscience about the show and how everything was planted." So micromanager, but also not like friendly with everyone, just kind of pulling all the strings. Which to me, if you have a primarily youth cast, it's not the best personality to have in that situation.
No.
So then Maitland Ward, who played Rachel McGuire on the show's last 2 seasons, explained in a 2022 interview with Yahoo Entertainment that she felt her character was constantly sexualized, but she was expected to be modest in real life.
Ugh.
If I was on the show, this is a quote from her, "If I was on the show like Boy Meets World, I could be sexy. I could wear a sheet with little feathers on it and nude pictures that I had for my boyfriend. That's fine. If I ever wore anything like that or did anything suggestive like that in real life, Disney and producers in Hollywood would have come down on me, especially the producer Michael Jacobs, who's very adamant about me being chaste and a good girl." So now he's up in their business.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. By the way, you keep talking to the side of your microphone.
Oh no, why am I doing that?
I was like, this is what you're doing. You're talking over here. And then you're coming back. Sorry, I'm interrupted because I was noticing.
And did it disappear a little?
It did.
Oh no. Okay.
So I was letting you finish.
Okay.
But you were talking.
I'm going to straighten out.
So you were talking over here. I've never seen you do that before.
Hello?
She was literally on the side of her microphone. I don't know what's going on.
I'm establishing new patterns.
You're like this. I can't wait for you to watch it back.
No, I don't want to. Don't make me.
Hold on. Talk in. You're doing it right now.
Oh my God, I am. Okay. I need to. Why? What is happening?
You guys, we have microphone problems because, well, number one, we're us. Also, number two, I am a loud talker, and I'm always too close to my microphone. Katie is the opposite.
Yes.
So she's not a quiet talker. She's just a calm talker.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean,
no, it's serious.
For
serious. And so hers has to be closer and mine has to be farther away.
Yes.
But for some reason, we always mix it up. And I get closer, and
I go to the complete
we do
side.
Exact opposite of what we need to be doing.
I agree.
It drives her husband crazy when he has to help us.
It does.
He's like, y'all fucking know this. Well, he doesn't say this. This is me paraphrasing.
He might say that.
He probably says it in his head.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, why do they not? Danny, shut up. Katie, talk up, and y'all sit right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Basically, 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That's all you have to know.
And yet, my little thing is still going in the yellow, and I am trying to be away from it.
There you go.
Okay.
Good. All right. Trina McGee, who played Angela, has said that there was racist behavior toward her.
Oh, no.
So some of this kind of comes back around, but she says that she was in the last 2 seasons of the show. She was an essential part of their friend group. She said she was not treated very warmly behind the scenes, that she was called Aunt Jemima on set during hair and makeup, and she was called a bitter bitch when she quietly waited for her scene to finish rehearsing.
Absolutely.
And then she was told by someone, "It was nice of you to join us," like she was a stranger after she'd been on like 60 episodes. That's what she said.
Well, I believe her. Black women.
Oh, I believe her too.
That is messed up.
So in a 2020 Instagram post, she said that it was Friedel who made the Aunt Jemima comment.
Really?
That's what she said. But then apparently he saw that or something and they spoke, and he apologized. And I don't even know if he remembered saying it or anything, but he did apologize to her and was like, "I was an idiot if that's the case, and I'm so sorry." And he was like, apologize for it. So then she then came on the record to say, I don't think that Will at the time really understood the depth of that because he's not a black woman, and that they've reconciled and they're fine.
Well, she was on an episode of their podcast.
Mm-hmm. So that would have been maybe later then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's not bad blood between them. Well, enough to be cordial on their podcast.
Right.
Because even on the episode we listened to, the one with Busy Phillips, they were saying, because Busy Phillips wasn't in the finale of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
And she said it hurt her feelings. Yeah. And she said when she saw Kevin Williamson recently at the where they read the
gala,
thing, he apologized to her, right? Mm-hmm. He said, I'm really sorry. I just didn't know. And they said Trina felt like that because she was not in the finale.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean, it's probably hard to come into a show that far along,
I know.
Too. Same with Busy. Although I think in both cases, they, at least on screen, they assimilated to their cast just fine, and they were really part of the show from an audience's perspective.
Right.
But to always kind of feel like, but I'm not an original, or I'm not like one of the whatever, I'm sure that weighs on you anyway. Mm-hmm. And then she okay, that's basically all the same things.
Also, I'm going to say, like, the fact that Will Friedle apologized does not make it, like, excusable.
Not at all. No, not
but
at
I do think it says something to his character to realize his younger self may have said something that his older self regrets. Yeah. And he didn't just try to excuse it away and say like, well, I was young and stupid. No, he said, I'm sorry, that was wrong.
Yeah.
And that's all you should say. Done. Your intentions don't really matter if the impact. Yeah, the intentions don't really matter if the impact is bad.
Right.
So whether you knew or not, it still was hurtful and racist.
Absolutely.
So I think that's good that he was, because not everybody does that. A lot of people in the public eye would be like, well, oh well, like I didn't know.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't mean it. Oh well, like, but
I was young. Who cares? Yeah.
Right.
That was a long time ago.
He owned up to it. And I think that's important. Like, and also she didn't have to give him forgiveness either.
No.
Like, just because somebody apologizes doesn't mean that has to be accepted.
I agree with that.
Because that doesn't erase the hurt that you caused.
Right.
You can think about it for something way less severe than a racist comment. Like if you said something that hurt my feelings, you could say sorry, but my feelings would probably still be hurt.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like we've all been there.
You don't owe
But that's a very little example, but you know what I mean.
You don't owe people forgiveness for stuff. No matter how much time has passed, if your feelings were hurt or are hurt or whatever. So it's still good on him. It was still his responsibility to own up to that.
Right.
No matter what her response to that was. Right. You don't do it for the forgiveness.
Exactly.
You do it because it's the right thing to do. But it does sound like, at least publicly facing, they discussed it. And if she really thought all those years that they really didn't want her on that finale, I'm sure she had some resentment. And so basically on that episode, they were saying that Trina was told the rest of the cast didn't want her on that finale, which never happens. Mm-hmm. I liked how they were joking about it. They're like, yeah, can you imagine like us back then?
Yeah, they're like we had
together.
Well, they said like we had any power.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like the like.
But how would she know that? Like somebody made her feel that way.
Right.
On purpose. Yeah, it's shitty.
It sucks. Yeah. I don't like that. So then a little bit more on the Ben Savage stuff. Savage has been absent from kind of the friend groups back in the public eye. Fischel, Strong, and Friedel haven't talked to him in at least 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
After Fischel's son was born in 2019, that's really when she stopped talking to him. to Variety, Danielle Fishel said, "We were just so close, especially during that time. He was checking in with me regularly, and then he ghosted us." So Friedel has tried to contact Savage the most. At one point, he called him daily for nearly a month and never got an answer. And Friedel said, "I've known him since he was 11, and we have a shared history, and we were doing these conventions together, and we were getting to know each other as adults, and then he just sort of disappeared." I don't know what that's... I wonder if he's upset that they're doing the podcast. I don't know.
I think there's probably a lot there. There's probably a lot of things.
Yep. But I guess Danielle Fishel has gone on the record saying hopefully they can all still like be friends again and reconcile. So I don't know. That is all I have on that part. So do you want to talk about the episodes?
Cool, let's do it.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right, hold on. So I watched most of these. I was texting Katie because Disney Plus had them labeled wonky.
They did.
For some of them. And I'm texting her on it was like Saturday night, I think. Yeah. Cause I was like, I'm gonna get some of these knocked out on the weekend when I had some time. And I was like, let me drink some wine and watch Boy Meets World. That was my Saturday night, everybody. Cooper was watching the newest Frankenstein because Troy and I had already seen it.
Yeah. And
Cooper was like, I want to watch it. And we're like, all right. So he was watching it. Troy was doing something else. I don't know. And so I was watching this. I was like,
with wine.
I had to. Yep. That was a good choice because hold on.
Yeah. All right. So season 1, episode 1's the pilot. And man, these kids are young.
I wrote he looks like a baby.
He does.
And
his little voice too.
I know.
Oh my God.
They were little.
I will say that I felt like, especially in that opening scene by the vending machine with him and Mr. Feeney, that the banter was fast.
I will say that, and they even said it on Pod Meets World, he's a good actor.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were saying his comic timing is good. You can't teach that to kids. You can develop it.
You can practice it.
But some kids just have it. I can think of 5 that I know that can do it. And he
can. And that's the thing. You felt like, and I'm sure it's a little bit of William Daniels, Mr. Feeney, knowing how to interact with fellow actors too, but you felt like Ben Savage and him were very much equals in those scenes. They were on it.
I wonder too if it helped that his older brother was an actor.
Probably.
So he absorbed.
I'm sure. But even then,
But even still, look, I was around medical and science people my whole life. I didn't absorb none of that shit. See? I absorbed none. I hate it all.
Get out of here.
I mean, not really get out of here. I just don't want to do it.
We love medical science.
But literally
medical, and science.
Literally my mom was a nurse. My dad was a scientist. My sister's a nurse practitioner. And I want nothing to do with any of that.
And you're a podcaster here.
And I'm a podcaster.
Let's go.
But literally, so I guess maybe it helped because he was already good at it. Mm-hmm. So maybe if I did like math and science.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure that helped. I'm sure.
I mean, doesn't your dad do construction? You ain't be doing construction.
No, but people are actually surprised at the stuff I sort of sometimes will just know how to do.
That's true.
There was a guy who delivered a bunch of pallets to our, literally empty pallets to our thing today because he's donating them for some set stuff we need. And I was just pulling him off his pickup truck. He's like, "Oh, thanks." And I was in these sandals that I'm wearing.
You're like, "Bitch,
he was in work boots." He was like, "I can get him." I was like, oh, sure. He's like, "Don't get a splinter." I'm like, "I know, you just
You're
hold
like,
it
I know how to hold the wood." Do you know what I grew up with?
Do you know? Yes, exactly.
I know how to hold this.
I know how to do it. I liked when Cory was listening to the baseball game on his little Walkman.
Oh, I know. That's
so
funny.
Radio. That was so cute.
So funny.
And then someone says something about the emotional depth of Full House. What was that? They make a Full House joke.
Oh, I don't even know.
But I can't remember who said it.
I just wrote there was a pretty deep monologue from Mr. Feeney already. Because I remember him having those every episode. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, that was fast. And then the Nintendo gun, he was playing Duck Hunt or whatever. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think he was playing, the name is escaping me. There was this game I used to play at the skating rink with a Nintendo gun where you're this is gonna sound awful, but you're shooting like bad guys. Like it's like a mafia game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'll just say Hogan's Heroes, and that is wrong. That is not what it's called.
I don't know either.
I'll report back. My husband
But do you
would
think
know.
that's what he was playing?
I think so. I don't think it was
Not
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. Okay. Okay.
No.
Yeah, that was really fun. And then right away we are like feeling bad for Mr. Feeney.
I know.
He lives alone because he sees him clearing a plate.
And Katie's like, that looks amazing.
I was like, he's eating dinner by salad, no less.
Well, he was supposed to have a date.
Well, it turns out it was his sister. Did you watch the
Oh,
very
yeah.
end?
Well, right.
Right. But we're supposed to think
That
and then
he's
a
on a
date
date.
stood him up.
Right. But
Yeah.
it was his sister. Right.
It
I
was
know.
his sister.
But anyway.
So right away we feel bad for him. I said I like the parents on this show. I thought it was well casted.
Yeah, they're fine.
Maybe it's because he's a soap opera star and I just thought he was cute. The dad.
And get out of here mad at me for Balky. That's sad.
You don't think he's cute?
No, not. You know, I got a dad complex. I used to have crush on dad.
This dad you don't think is cute?
No, he didn't do it for me.
Wow.
I know.
Soap opera star dad, not for you.
I mean, Uncle Jesse was,
He was cute.
he's an uncle, not a dad. Maybe that's it. But I don't know. Dawson's dad had me every time.
Yeah, Mitch.
Come on, Mitch.
Let's go, Mitch.
I
poor
wrote,
Mitch.
how do they have this big old house, but then there's only 3 bedrooms?
What do you mean?
Because their house was big.
Oh, like from the outside shot, you mean?
Well, no,
Yeah.
even the inside. It's
Even
like
the
very
inside?
big.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And then
spread
they
out.
only have, like, the boys are sharing a bedroom, and then I'm assuming the daughter has one, and then the parents. Like, there would probably be another bedroom. That house is huge.
You would think so, yeah.
The house is big.
At least in this episode, we didn't see the upstairs at all. But
Yes,
yeah,
we
we did
did.
because he shares with his brother.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Huh? That's very Full House too.
I know. It is.
Very.
That's all I wrote
That's
for
all
that
I
whole
wrote for that
thing.
one.
All right.
All right. So season 1, episode 21.
Yeah, this is the one that we threw in because it was labeled weird
was
and I don't
wrong,
remember what
yeah.
happened. It was about puberty, and I was like, Lord, because I'm living that right now with my kid.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Puberty movie, but the boys and girls were watching it together.
Yeah.
They don't watch it together now, at least.
They didn't even when I was even
neither.
and then, but it makes for better TV.
It makes for way better TV.
Well, I actually wrote this episode was a good example of how kids develop at different times because Shawn becomes interested in girls and Cory wants to go play baseball. And then was this the one where the brother took the date?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's such a good example of how it's so different.
It's different.
Middle
yeah.
school is so crazy.
And it doesn't matter if you're the same age or
No.
same gender, whatever.
No.
Like
It
it's
hits you
different.
so different.
Yeah.
And it is torturous.
It's awful.
It's
I would
so
never-
bad. I tell
never
my
wanna
kids
go
that all the
back.
time and they're like, thanks. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, like, it's not just awful for you. Because every kid,
Right.
every middle schooler
You
thinks
want them to know it's normal.
just them. They are the weirdest, funkiest, weirdest kid and everything sucks. Every middle schooler thinks that.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And
Even the popular kids.
yeah, everyone has the self-doubt. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have liked it, but I liked how the boys were trying to get info on the girls from the magazines.
That's hilarious.
I thought that was so funny.
So funny.
And what's Minkus? Is that his
Minkus.
name? The one character. And they're like, what do they girls find most interesting or whatever? Or what do they find attractive in men or boys? And Cory's character says, when they give them loose change or something like that. And he's like, that's number 11, actually. No, number 1 is shared interests or whatever. I just thought it was cute that they were reading that.
Okay, something that was not cute. I don't remember anything that was being said, but I wrote, the dad be saying all kinds of asshole chauvinist things. What is this?
What did he say?
It was when he was at, I should have wrote down some examples, but again, there was wine in my hand and I can only do so many things. But
yeah.
he was sitting there with the mom at the table and like Cory comes down, they're talking about, he was
Oh,
like,
I know what you're talking about.
saying something about like, well, let me tell you something about women and blah, blah, blah. And,
Yeah.
and then he was just being like, I just did not like
He's
it.
like, run away while you can.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he's like, and I always thought when I got married, I'll get married and then I'll be the head of the household. And his wife's like, oh, I'm sorry your dream didn't come
I don't know.
true or
I just,
whatever.
it
Yeah,
was not,
very,
I did not like it.
If essentially they were showing that the mom thought it was cute that maybe he had a date, but the dad was like, oh, stay away from women.
Yeah. Like
As
they
long
ruin
as
your
you
life.
can. And I was like, huh.
Okay.
And yes, chauvinistic, but also just like not completely in character for who his character is either. It didn't really make sense.
Yeah. I guess they
don't know.
changed him up.
Maybe they did. I did think the basketball scene was funny with the socks and the hamper when he's trying to teach her. That was really funny.
If she walked over, I'm like, oh, that's what I would do. I'd be like,
she just walks over, boop, slam dunk.
Also, did they keep her whole like kind of weird and hippie vibe the whole show?
I don't feel like they did.
I think they just let that go away.
because it was like really over the top in this episode.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they didn't. I don't know.
They let that
all
go.
the diehard fans out there are like, oh my God, why do y'all have an episode about this? You know nothing.
I mean, we didn't watch them all.
And no, thank
No way.
God.
I did love her outfits and hair though.
Cute.
I loved. Okay, that's all I have on that one.
Same.
All right, season 2, episode 7. Wake up, little Cory.
Yeah. I said they all grew a lot in one season.
Oh
Good Lord.
Gosh.
It's
Isn't that
one
true,
season.
though? Yeah. They looked so much more grown up and sounded so much more grown up.
It was wild.
Way bigger.
Wild.
So they're
But it is so
making
for
this
real.
video for class. Which I don't know if this is just me watching sitcoms where this was always a plot line in every sitcom of someone making a
I
video
know.
for a class. Or if this was like something that actually happened. Because it's like, oh, that's such a like 90s.
We never did that.
And we never did either. So it's just on TV.
I think so. Because who had video cameras?
Right.
Like nowadays, you have a phone, you got a video
Go
camera.
for it. Yeah.
But you had to like have a video camera. And most schools, public schools, did not have money for a bunch of AV equipment. They probably had one
Right.
video camera that
Right.
they were not letting kids use unless you were in a class with a teacher.
And then Cory and Topanga are like editing and cutting
And
up
how
the
do
video.
kids always get left in schools?
Like always. And overnight. And yeah. And they do the old trick where she calls and says she's eating
Yes.
dinner at Cory's. And also, are the parents not like freaking out before Mr. Feeney finds them in the morning?
well, no, because the mom went to bed. The dad was supposed to stay awake.
Oh.
And he fell asleep.
Okay, that's what it was.
Which,
So they're gone all night.
I mean, that does happen. Also, I wrote the young hip teacher vibe. They always got to throw that in there.
I said cute teacher, Mr. Turner.
Now, I did say I was, when Topanga calls the boys out at some point, I don't remember if it's before or after, like they talk about her, but she like totally called them out, and I was like, okay, I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that too. And I like when she confronted Cory about it. She was like, you know, you were my friend and I don't like you anymore. I don't like
That's
this version
probably
of
what
you.
it was.
Maybe that's what it was. And it was just, it wasn't like tears and crying and whatever. It was just like right to the point.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's wrong with this situation.
Yeah. And also, I thought it was like they showed this. First of all, also, I'm jumping ahead. That guy whose name is Harley, he's like 35.
I know.
Hello?
Yeah.
What
I know.
are we doing in middle school?
He's so grown up.
See, time's not out. I can go be on middle school on TV.
There you go.
Listen,
Let's
that
go.
guy was so old. And I just realized the title of the episode was this, and the whole episode itself was not the title. Wrong title. The whole theme of the episode was sex, lies, and videotape.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Okay. Where they're like talking and video.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly
That's
what
they were doing.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, it took me till the end till
Yeah.
I realized that. Got it.
I did put the fashion in this episode is on fire.
So good.
It was
So 90s.
So good.
So 90s. I did write like the straight boys and the rumors. That's valid. That
is
is such a
valid.
thing. And the double standard. I lived this in my high school life. I lived this. And it's so fucking stupid and unfair that, well, I think I talked about this on a Dawson's episode or
you did,
something.
yeah.
And I'm not going to go back down because I'll get myself all riled up.
She'll get all worked up, guys.
But the whole point of the matter of them being like, yeah, for him, and then calling her names, and it's
Yeah.
like hurting her reputation, but it raised his up. Why does that make sense?
It doesn't. It makes zero sense.
That's a complete double standard and ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous. Yeah, and I did feel like, especially at that time when this episode would have come out, those things were relevant and
I mean, it
real.
still is.
Still is, yeah.
It still is. Because patriarchy, everybody.
Because patriarchy.
Ugh. So,
Yes.
the janitor with the little pager.
Yes.
Did you write that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was really
funny.
good. That was really good.
Anyway.
Okay, that's all I have for that
Yeah,
one.
same.
All right, season 4, episode 21.
I was surprised you picked this one.
Well, it was on like every list of like fan favorites that I found because I would like read through the different titles and then I would look up like which ones people and everyone always said
Really?
yeah, cult fiction. Just what it sounds like. Shawn gets kind of pulled into a cult, and then everyone else has to save him from it. But I did say good job showing the type of people that get pulled into cults.
Exactly.
They did a good job on that. People who are vulnerable, people who feel like they don't have a support system, or that you're going to offer them some magic way to change their life.
I would say not even cults. That's a lot of just groups.
Well, and even commercialism.
Oh, yeah.
Like, buy this thing and you'll feel better. You'll look better. You're whatever. Like, so it's, I thought they did a good job on that. I did think, like, the cult leader himself. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was a little, like,
I know.
maybe not nuanced enough.
Yeah.
And how they just kept saying his name over and over.
I know.
don't know. But I guess they were trying to.
I mean, it's a
set it up that
sitcom,
it
but
was
I get
creepy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did write, before we get too in the weeds with the cult, I said the intro of the show this season is the one I remember.
Yeah.
That's the one I was like, okay, I remember this. And also, I said, it's crazy how much they grow in between seasons, because I said, did some seasons count as more than one school year? Because they started in 6th grade, and by season 4, they're juniors.
You're right, because by season 5, they're graduating.
Right.
I guess it must have, or were they in 8th grade? No, they were in 6th grade.
Deep Thoughts brought to you by Cabernet.
I love it.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer either.
I was like, wait a minute. Right?
Yeah.
Because usually a season is like a full school year.
That's usually how they do it. I mean, that's how they did it in Dawson's.
So like they were in 6th grade in season 1.
Yeah.
So
I'm confused. What happened?
I don't
what
know.
happened?
Anyway.
I did like the part where Cory's talking to Shawn and he's like, this isn't your belief system and this isn't, and Shawn's like, well, what's your belief system? A mom, a dad, a roof? Like I said, like that was valid.
Yeah.
That like people who don't have the same struggles as you,
Right.
telling you, I mean, Cory was right, but basically being like, just be like this because I'm like this.
Right.
And especially young people, but adults do that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Big time. So anyway, I thought that was good. And then I like the part, well, I didn't like that Mr. Turner then ends up in the hospital from an accident. And Shawn is talking to God and he says, he's not done yelling at me yet. Talking about Mr. Turner. I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah, I put I applauded the dad, how he was very protective for Shawn.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Feeney too. Like they stepped in and they were like, "Oh no, you're not, bitch, man."
Yeah, we'll remove you ourselves.
Yeah, I was like, okay, see, that's what he needed. But I agreed with you. I put lots of organized religious groups, not just cults, guys. Religions, period. Pray on vulnerable and troubled people, just like you said.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just anyway. But then I wrote the hospital room scene is not good. Like I did not think it was
when
good.
He's in there with him.
Yeah, I said
like, squeezes his hand.
He said this is a hug, and it was like not even like a good hug.
Yeah.
Do you remember Cory? I was like,
yeah.
oh, somebody should have helped them out with this acting.
Yeah.
It was not good. It was not good. I mean, it's not their fault because they needed some help there, guys. They're kids, but yeah, the part I will say, the part where he was yelling at God, I think we've all been there in life. Now he got a good ending, but I was thinking, okay, well, what if it wouldn't have ended well for him? Like, what if the teacher would have died or something? Would Shawn have gone back to the cult?
Right. I don't know. That's a good question.
I know.
That's a good question.
Again, Deep Thoughts by Cabernet.
Deep Thoughts by Cabernet. See, there's a reason fans talk about this one a lot.
I mean, I didn't.
A lot of
I
ankles
still.
on this
I
one.
thought I didn't. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did you have anything else on that one?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right. So now we're in season 5 and they're 37. No, I'm just kidding. Season 5, episode 17. And then there was Shawn. So this is a fun Halloween.
Oh, was
episode.
it? Oh, it wasn't.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved it.
Can I just, okay, by this time, I think I had refilled my wine glass because the notes get funnier.
Oh, God.
I said, the first thing I wrote was, what is this Friends style intro? what was that about?
It was a Friends.
It was like
style.
Friends. And then I wrote, The acting on the show just is not that good. And I said, wait, it gets worse.
Oh, no.
I said, I even wrote this. Also, like, why am I writing also?
You're talking to yourself. Also, comma.
Ben Savage be a mouth breather.
What?
I noticed this episode, he be standing around like this.
Are you serious?
Because I noticed this because I am a mouth breather. So I have to consciously close my mouth all the time because my nasal passages are very little.
So he must have little nasal passages.
I'm serious.
So this episode was so bad.
It was so
that
bad.
You noticed that Ben Savage is a mouth breather. I'm
not done. I'm going to read you all my notes and then you can talk because I just was on a tangent.
Go.
The writing on this show is also not that good. Like so much in every episode does not line up or it jumps around and Eric is the only good actor.
Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that. You love Eric. Oh my God.
I was so perturbed. I was so excited that it was going to be a Halloween episode. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. And nothing fucking made sense. It was not, and nothing made sense.
It didn't make sense.
Thank you.
I'll give you that. I did love how Jennifer Love Hewitt was on.
Oh, well, that was another thing.
Oh.
Did they write her in just for Eric to shove his tongue down her mouth immediately? Because that is what happened.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, that's gross. That they would be.
Do you think they were dating? Do you think that was like an Easter egg?
Well, he didn't get to decide. I think the writers were like, oh, she's hot. She's in a horror movie. Let's put her in. And then, I don't know.
I did love the joke she made about Neve Campbell.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
They're like, who's that hot girl from Party of Five? Well, it's Jennifer Love Hewitt. But she's like, oh, you mean Neve Campbell?
Because they were both on the show.
They both were.
Well, also, my last thing I wrote, and then you can tell me all your thoughts because you liked this episode. I just wrote, what was this?
So listeners, if you rewatch any of them, you might want to watch this one just for that review.
What was this? It was just so bad. It was so bad. It was literally so bad.
Well, we're spoiled because the Dawson's ones that we've seen are pretty good. The Halloween
That's
ones.
not why this was bad. That's not it. Okay, tell me your notes.
Fair enough.
Katie liked it.
I said the opening sequence is fun. That's the friend style sequence. Love a Halloween episode. Matthew Lawrence.
That's it.
That's it.
He's there.
Oh, they said something because also there was like this plot point of Cory and Topanga being broken up, which was weird.
Yeah, which they were for a while, I guess.
Were, but I felt like this was a non-linear episode.
Yeah, because nothing fucking made up.
Like it wasn't part of like the overarching.
No, but it was because that was the whole point. Was he had a bad dream?
Yeah.
That he was the villain or he was the one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That was
girl,
crazy.
The whole thing.
But one of the other characters says that Topanga doesn't belong to Cory anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
yeah, I know.
Yuck. I did think it was funny when they killed the one character and
they killed Kenny.
Says, well, at least we remember he was this tall.
Oh.
I laughed out loud because the pencil mark. I don't know why.
It was so stupid.
And then they kept making they killed Kenny.
They killed Kenny. And it was like, okay.
South Park. And then they said it the same way for they killed Feeney.
I know.
You didn't like it. I did say Angela is a scream queen.
Yeah, she can scream good.
Screamer.
Yeah.
And then, just the Jennifer Love Hewitt thing.
I bet you're a good screamer, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Do it now. Didn't you do Screamland? You didn't have to scream?
No.
Zamira was the screamer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, I got to be creepy and funny.
Okay.
So, well, done.
Done.
But no, I could do a good evil laugh.
Ooh.
Well, because I pretty much cackle anyways.
You cackle.
I was listening to somebody on a podcast the other day, and who was it? Oh, shit. And they were like, why do I tilt my head back and cackle every time I laugh? And I'm like, oh my God, am I related to this person?
You're like, why do I?
Because it drives me nuts when I'm trying to go and get our pod clips to find one of me not doing that. It's impossible.
It's okay for you to be doing
that. No, it is. But like every time I laugh, I don't need to have my head back like a Muppet.
So here we go again. My little dog Annie.
I know.
When she barks, she can't just bark. She has to go,
see?
And then catch her breath and then do it again.
Well, that's how I laugh.
When you laugh.
Great.
I love it.
Who
It's
knew?
so good.
Who knew?
It's so good.
All right, so now we're on
Moving on.
graduation.
Graduation, season 5, episode 24.
I said it. I did like the funny joke they had at the beginning of the episode where Minkus comes back and they're like, "Oh, you were on the other side of the school," and they meant the audience, and they were like, "Yeah, we never go on that side of the school," and they're like, "Yeah, that's where Mr. Turner is too." And I was like, "Okay, that's funny."
I thought that was really funny.
That was a good joke, writers.
That was a good
Maybe
job.
they had new writers by then.
That was a good job.
Know. And then the other thing where Matthew Lawrence's character, who I forget, he's Sean's brother.
He's Sean's brother. I can't. Jack, maybe. I think
Girl,
it's
that's
Jack.
Dawson's Creek, or is it Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, it is Jack.
Hunter.
Look at that. Where they're like trying to like have like a heart to heart, and they start wrestling, and they're like, "Why do we always end up wrestling?" And they're like, "I don't know. I think it's how we communicate." Listen, that is brothers.
Yes,
That's my kids.
And they just keep. It goes on,
and we're always like, "Can y'all stop? Like,
Yeah.
what are you even doing?" Like, I swear, sometimes they could just be like, and it doesn't matter. Caden is 19, and they still do this. They'd just be sitting there watching TV or something, and all of a sudden I'll be looking over, and they're like wrestling, and I'm, "What are y'all even doing?" And they're like, "Get off it!" And I'm like, "What happened?"
Like, yeah, you were just sitting nicely. Now you're wrestling.
And then somebody always ends up crying, or somebody always ends up being called a jerk.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah, always. Yeah, I thought that I like that.
do your
part
girls
too.
do that?
I mean, they don't wrestle, but they get in each other's space. There's
Okay.
always someone being
So it's
antagonistic.
not the wrestling. It's just words.
Right. And then it's like, and then someone gets overly offended by it, and then they're in each other's space, taking each other's things, stuff like that.
Tell you what, I wouldn't want to wrestle with London because she's a lacrosse player and they know how to hold it down.
London is strong. As
Yeah,
hell,
I know. That's what I'm
okay?
saying.
Oh my God. She's really strong.
That's what I'm saying.
And now she works at a restaurant, and so she's like doing more lifting and stuff like there.
Get it, London.
Get out of the way. Move
Get it.
over. I did say I was really realizing how much these kids really literally grew up on this show.
Literally.
In this episode.
The whole show was their
Yeah.
like most awkward time of your life.
Honestly.
I know.
And then it kept going into more awkward times.
I know.
So when they're talking about Topanga going to Yale, Cory says, "I got you some information from the internet."
I know. From the internet.
From the internet, and like hands it to her.
But literally, we still do that.
This is the information I got from the internet.
And we still do that.
It was just funny the way he said it.
I know, you're
loved
right.
it. And he probably still does it. And then I said, class of 98, wasn't that Danny's year?
Yeah, okay. Literally, we already talked about this, but I said, I'm showing Katie, I actually wrote this down. Okay. They are class of 98, which was my class.
I said underline.
And I said, why did I think I was too old for this show? I don't understand
I
this.
said tall people energy.
It's so bizarre. And then my last thing for this episode, I wrote, again, the writing for this show, ...
I actually said,
It's so
this
bad.
graduation episode is chaos.
It doesn't, nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense.
And it's just not
And then
good writing.
Topanga's going to give a speech, but then Shawn gives a speech.
Yeah.
And then all he says is, "Good job, those of you that did a good job."
And then Eric is
should have
sitting-
done better.
Yeah, I should have done better.
What?
And then Eric is sitting there.
And then he sings a song.
What's happening?
And his parents leave. I was
Anyway.
like, this has gone off the deep end for me. All right. So then that brings us to the series
finale.
Season 7, episode 23, A Brave New World, part 2. And I just said this was a little bit of whiplash, so much back and forth.
Yeah, it was too much.
It was
too many
too
flashes. And so I had questions because obviously we didn't watch the whole thing.
Right.
So I answered my own questions as I was watching it. I was like, wait, so they did get married? Because, like, you know, they
Yeah.
flash back, but then I'm like, well, did it happen?
Yeah.
So I Googled it. Yes, they did. The beginning of season 7, they did get married. Okay. Then I wrote, wait a minute. Who is this little kid? He's a brother? Yes. The mom had a baby the end of season 6.
I had the same thought because out of nowhere. But then Topanga's carrying him. So I was like, is he Topanga's brother? Is he Cory's brother?
Yeah, I didn't know, but yes. So that is
Cory's
his brother.
Okay.
And then I just wrote, oh my God, this episode is too emotional. It was a lot.
It was a lot. And it was like flashbacks of every character with every combination.
Yeah.
it was like the mom and Mr. Feeney, but then the mom and the dad, but then the dad and Cory, but then Mr. Feeney and Topanga, but then Eric and Cory, and like, I don't know. It was just like a lot.
The editing for this episode must have taken forever.
And I get it. Like, most finales do have some flashback stuff.
But this was
I
like
think
every
it could have been
second.
done better in like a montage of everything together like they did on Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, I like that.
That was really good because it was linear too. It was like earliest to up to date, and it was all the highlights.
Yes.
But this was like
too much.
Highlight of everything, and then it goes back to
the conversation.
Now we're in real time.
Yeah.
But now we're going to go back again for this next character. Yeah.
It's wonkadoo.
Yeah. I didn't love it.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then they leave for New York.
Yeah.
Which is where Girl Meets World, they're still in New York.
Got it.
So that was interesting to go from like that to that. I was like, oh, okay. They're still there.
So they stayed there. I wrote, it is so different than the dinosaurs finale.
Much less bleak. Emotional.
I preferred the dinosaurs one.
I know you did. All
right, so then we watch. You have anything else on that?
No.
Then we watched the first episode of the spinoff, Girl Meets World, and Lord, I thought that show had bad writing. Mm-hmm. This one I watched stone cold, no wine, sober on a morning. It was yesterday morning, I think. And I wrote, what is happening? And then I went, is that Sabrina Carpenter? Okay, what? I had no idea she was a kid actress.
Yeah.
I missed that memo. And I like her music. I just had I had no clue.
There's like all this like lore, I guess, or tea surrounding like her and Olivia Rodrigo and like other like Disney kids
Didn't even
that
know.
era.
I did not realize.
And friendships and boyfriends and all kinds of things.
Did not realize she was part of that.
She's such a good actress.
She is.
Like when you see her now,
she looks
even
exactly the same.
I know. Like the second you see her, you're like, okay.
Well, obviously that's the first thing I wrote down. I
wrote it down too.
I was like,
Carpenter.
Huh? And then I said, is this the same writers? Because sheesh, it is bad.
And I thought it was weird. Okay, so the dad then, Cory, is like a teacher where his daughter goes to school. He's like the Mr. Feeney in the show, maybe.
Right.
But it's his daughter. But then Topanga supposedly has a job, but the whole show you just see her in the apartment.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's always at the apartment. Never anywhere else until like they go to the subway. And then they're like, we trust you to get on the subway. But wasn't she on the subway at the beginning?
I know. I'm like, what? That first 5 minutes was like, I don't understand what's happening.
Right.
What is?
And then I thought they were sisters, maybe, but they're not.
Bad. And I just wrote, I could not pay attention to this nonsense.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was
a lot. And I mean, I guess for people who, it's kind of like with Fuller House, people who loved the original, you just love seeing the characters and imagining like, oh, they are still in New York and they did have a kid. Oh, and they had another kid and, you know, but yeah.
Girl, it's not a lot.
I didn't feel like Ben Savage was very enjoyable to watch in the sequel.
No.
Like, I still like Daniel Fishel. I thought the kids were okay. The plot line was a bit much, but I just wasn't enjoying him.
I didn't enjoy none of it. None of that. None of that.
You guys, we've made it through TGIF. There's more shows, but we've made it through the part that we are going to cover at this point.
Yeah.
So when we get back together... Hello? Are you okay? I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. What happened?
I went to tuck my hair by my ear and I hit the mic. It's just surprised.
She just like, I couldn't tell what happened. I was like, is she having spasms?
It's a podcast. You're fine.
It's a podcast. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so next time we get together, we're just going to recap everything we did watch and talk about some more feelings if we haven't got them. Oh, wait, we got to give this a star rating.
Okay.
Let's go.
You go first.
Oh, gosh.
Because you always have some...
I'd probably do 3.5.
Okay. Mine's going to be a 2.
Okay.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
Oh, my God. So I had this idea that we should start messaging celebrities listening to our podcast. What if these celebrities actually start listening and then they hear us like rake their show over the coals and say how much we fucking hated it?
Well, maybe we won't write to those celebrities. Although usually I like one and you don't, or you like one and I don't.
Yeah,
So
but this one's
kind of...
I'm going to give it a 2, guys.
Yeah, I didn't mind it for nostalgia purposes, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite watch of all of these. And boy, we'll talk about this on our wrap-up episode too, but boy, did a lot of these sitcoms follow a formula.
Oh, God.
One way or another.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. But anyway, well, thanks for sticking with us, guys. Wow, this one's really long.
This is so long. It's because we were so off track.
We were really off track. But if you're still here,
God,
thank you. We love you. Thanks for listening. Please leave us a good review.
Oh gosh,
please.
please.
Listening, and we'll see you next time on Generation in Between.
Bye.